Hey guys, today I'm basically prepping my daytime meals for the first few days through the week. It is a nice Sunday, so this is a good time just to start cooking all your meals, especially if you work full time, Monday to Friday. Preparation is the key to success in dieting. So today, basically, what I've got my protein source. So, as you guys can see, I got my chicken. Basically, I'm just going to flavour it with heaps of stuff just to give it a bit of taste. I got my carb, which is Kumara, and I got a bit of white rice in the fridge as well that I did just before. And I've just got some frozen veggies. So, I just shove all this stuff in the microwave and get it done. So basically what I do to make my chicken a little bit nicer is I just start flavouring it. Just get a bit of seasoning going. Just a little bit of everything, eh? Just give it a nice good flavour. I'm not as worried, like contest prep and things like that. I'm watching my sodium and things a lot closer than I am now. Chili flakes, fuck, this is gonna be hot. Some paprika, some turmeric, just it's healthy. Get that going. Cumin. Basically, it's nothing fancy. I don't really eat for taste. It's a bit nicer than eating plain stuff. So what I do is basically I just shove that in the oven on 180 degrees, and I just leave that in there. I'm not like a master chef person, so I'm not sure about times. I just keep on checking it. Cut into it, make sure that it's not raw, especially chicken, we don't want raw. The other thing, I'll show you, this is generally my other protein source that I have. So it is just tuna, sweet chili, basically, this thing, I don't know if you can see all that. No, probably not, it's not focusing. But good protein, good fats, not as many carbs, not that many sugars, things like that. So basically what I do is I have chicken throughout the day, and if I have time to cook it, or those cans of tuna are just real handy just to throw in your lunch bag, and then you've got your main protein source there and ready to go. Cool, so I'm just going to shove this in the oven, shove the kumara in the microwave, veggies in the microwave, and yeah, that's... Okay guys, everything has been cooked. Now I just want to basically show you how I basically prep all my meals, how much of everything that I have in each meal and things like that. So first off, prepping, I find honestly is the easiest way to get on top of a diet. So what you're going to need, what I have to make it easier is just a whole lot of, as you can see there, plastic containers, and they actually go into my meal bag. So it makes it real easy. Every morning, shove all my meals in there, take that with me to work, and I've got all my 5 meals for the day ready to go. So it makes it a lot easier. Now, the second thing that I think is extremely important if you are dieting or bulking, trying to lose weight, anything like that, is a food scale. Now, the main reason why you'd want a food scale is just to make sure that you're getting the right quantities of everything. And when you start adjusting things, maybe, dropping your carbs a little bit, upping your protein, you want to know exactly how much you're increasing, so next time, if it actually did make a pretty good difference, you know exactly how much you need to eat. So say when I'm dieting, so I'm on my bulking diet, I'm having a lot of kumara, I'm having a lot of rice, things like that, and I start wanting to lean down. So I start dropping my meals by, say, 50 grams of carbs over the space of 4 weeks or something like that. If I wasn't measuring, I wouldn't have a clue how much. Sometimes I'd be overshooting, sometimes I'd be undershooting, and it just get messy. So food scales measure everything. So basically what I do is I've got all my chicken, veggies, everything. Turn this bad boy on. Okay, we want 150 grams of a carbohydrate. So 72, 180. 46. Okay, so we've got basically 150 grams of carbohydrate, and then basically what we want is we want 200 grams of veggies. So 200 grams of veggies, extremely important is veggies. It helps with digestion, and there's just veggies. Definitely a must when it comes to your diet. So get all these in here. Okay. And alright, now we want 200 grams of veggies. Not veggies, chicken. So this is your protein, the most important. It gets quite packed, but that's good. We look forward to the meals. 200 grams. Okay guys, I have weighed up all my food and it's all ready to go for tomorrow, so I just want to take you through it and basically show you what I'm eating. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my 4 meals. This is not including breakfast. Breakfast is 50 grams of oats, basically dry oats, so 50 grams, chuck some water, throw them in the microwave, good as gold. I have that with 5 eggs. Yes, 5 eggs. People seem to be extremely concerned about how I eat so many eggs, but fat content, it isn't much of an issue when you are off season. You throw away the yolks, and that's pretty much, you're throwing away most of the amino acids and you're throwing away half the protein. So I don't know why you would do it. And I actually used 5 whole eggs all the way through my contest prep for my last comp, and I was pretty shredded. So people saying you gotta have egg whites, I think it's highly overrated, and you're throwing away half of the goodness when you throw away those yolks. So rent over 5 eggs with my oats. That is a 7 a.m. meal. Breakfast 10 a.m. 200 grams of veggies and 200 grams of chicken. 1 p.m. I have 200 grams of chicken, 150 grams of kumara, and 200 grams of veggies. And then here, basically switched out the carbohydrate to white rice. So 200 grams of chicken, 150 grams of white rice, and the normal 200 grams of veggies. And last one here, this one was my 4 p.m. meal, 7 p.m. meal. This is a Monday, so Monday I have uni after work, so this is my 7 p.m. meal pre-workout. So 200 grams of chicken, 200 grams of veggies, and 150 grams of kumara. Basically, when I have finished my workout, I have my 50 grams of oats with protein, and that's pretty much me in terms of nutrition. So someone asked me the other day actually how my nutrition changes from on season to off season. So basically I'll take you through that. I just wean off the carbs over time. So I'm not a big fan of big changes because it shocks the body. You don't know how it's going to react. It might hold too much water. It might, limit that fat loss. So I'm all about making small little changes once at a time so that you can monitor how your body's reacting, and then you can implement that type of stuff in your next prep. So if you went contest season and you dropped all of your carbs, you changed your style of training, you started focusing a bit more on the squeeze and all that, look back, you actually wouldn't know what worked. So I'm a big fan of changing things slowly, so you know exactly how your body's reacting. You can note it down, perfect for next time. So contest prep, I would drop the oats in the morning, just straight away. Drop the oats in the morning. I'd monitor that for about 2 weeks or so, and then I would drop the Kumara out of this meal. So earlier on in the day, drop out the carbohydrates on that. Monitor my body, see how it's going, and then I would drop the carbs out on this meal about maybe 5 weeks out from a competition. Drop the carbs on this meal, and then I would always generally keep carbohydrates in my pre-workout. Now, I just personally, I love carbs pre-workout. I can go heavier. It just makes, the whole workout more enjoyable, more energy, things like that. Contest prep as well, I also make sure that I don't have carbohydrates in my evening meals. So, at the moment I'm having for dinner. So when I get home from the gym, I'll have my oats and my protein, and then I'll have my dinner, which is basically, I just make up something like a stir fry or something like that. At the moment that has rice, so it'll have 150 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken and 200 grams of veggies, but it'll be just in like a nice stir fry rather than just this. So I make sure contest prep, I don't eat too many carbs too late at night. Just my way of doing things. A lot of people say that it doesn't matter. A lot of people say swear by not eating carbs after 7. This is what works for me. Okay, so I am going to basically put this diet in the description box because it is a lot to take in, and it'll basically just give you a layout, better idea of what I'm eating. I'll also chuck in my cutting diet as well, so that you can basically see how it does change. And subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming out with training, my bulking training, and also the supplements that I have on my bulk as well. So keep an eye out, get on my Facebook. If you've got any questions, flick them on there and I'll do my best to answer them. Cool, guys? Thanks.